So we came out to the farm today, early this morning, to take some water and go to the feed store. And we came out and looked, and there were 6 pigs came to greet us, and there wasn't a 7th for a long time. And we found that found her dead over here by the fence. This hot wire is not high. Yeah, I know, you seem real disturbed, don't you? We found the hot wire is not really that hot. It's hot enough that they can feel it, but it's not really hitting them hard enough to scare them. So we ended up putting this fence up, but it's laying on that fence, which is very odd. What do you want? This one's itchy. Name you Mr. Itchy. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so now we got to deal with this.
Nick is going to dig a hole to bury the little pig. We're pretty sure he had pneumonia. He had some coughing, but then he stopped coughing for a while, and I thought he was getting better. But it hadn't been cold until recently, and he had started the coughing before that. But anyway, Nick is going to dig a hole for him and bury him. He had some discharge from his nose, and I talked to a friend of mine that knows a lot about pigs, and he said with his symptoms it was probably pneumonia, unfortunately. So while he's doing that, the one thing we don't like about this feeder is that when it rains, the moisture, the rain just comes down and goes right in the trough, and then it gets nasty and it gets stopped up and it'll get worms. So we are constantly having to clean it out, which is a pain. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this out. We just take a piece of rebar and scrape it all out, and then that way it's not clogged up and they get fresh, good feed. Usually, as soon as they know that I'm in here, they come over and are wanting pets and scratches, and they rub all over you, and they're kind of a pain. So I brought them some scraps. So hopefully once they realize I'm in here, they'll come over here and eat those and leave me alone. Because it makes it hard to clean out the feeder. So I was really surprised that I hadn't heard them or seen them. And look, they're all just laying here resting. Little piggy pile. They seem pretty happy and content laying there in the sunshine. Maybe they're sad about their friend. Finally, they're getting more and more personable. Aren't ya? This one just decided to lay down. Hey, leave her alone. She's resting and relaxing. Oh, you're eating the berries. All right, we'll let you eat the berries. I don't know what those are. I'll have to ask my mother-in-law. She knows what everything is. My daddy would have. Look at you all. See if I can take a picture of you all. Ow! Ow! Don't eat my fingers. Don't eat my fingers. I'm trying to pet your friend. While I was playing with the pigs, Nick got started filling up the feeder. We're going out of town for Thanksgiving, so we got to get everything as ready as we possibly can before we go. I'm coming. Sorry. I was playing. He went and got 800 pounds today, and we're putting all that in the bulk feeder. Sorry, honey. His back is hurting him too. We need to figure out a better way to do this. One that's not too expensive either, because it's not good for his back. Today we moved the pig feeder. We are now moving the goats, and then we're going to try to move the chickens. All right, so we got them moved. We got their water filled up. They have plenty of grass and forage in here, and they should be good until we get back. Usually we don't put the T-posts in. However, since we're going to be out of town, we don't want them pushing it over and getting out and somebody having to come over and deal with that while we're gone. So we just went ahead and put the T-posts in to help give it a little bit more rigidity and to keep them in a little bit better. And hopefully that will do the trick. This one right here, Brookie, is the one that gets out the most, and then the rest of them follow her. Okay, I think they're good. Bye, girls and boy. All right, you guys, so now it's time to move the chickens, and it's easier if we do it at night. So we just now pulled up all of this fence right here, and Nick is taking the truck in, and we're gonna go hook up the coop and move it to the new paddock. And the girls are all sleeping. Let's look at them. Yep, they're looking pretty cozy in there, huh? And there's one up on top. So we're hoping, yeah, that's good, honey. So we're hoping that she stays up there and doesn't fall off. We'll see. And there he goes. The one up on top is doing good. She's still hanging on. So that's awesome. He's just gonna make a big turn and then pull up in this new paddock up here. Now I'm up in the paddock just above where the chickens were. And here he comes. The reason it's best to do it at night is because they're all inside, and that way we make sure that they all get moved and we're not chasing chickens everywhere. All right, so the pigs are all good. The big pigs are all good. The chickens are all good. We'll show you that here in a minute, how we moved them last night. And we're ready to go out of town for Thanksgiving. Bye, pigs. Don't get out. Don't get sick. Be good. So here's the paddock that we moved them into last night that you all saw at dark. We got their feeders filled up. We got their waters filled up. And they are very happy going through all of this grass clippings. So they're gonna be set for a little while. Our friend just came over to check out everything to see what he needs to do while we are out of town for Thanksgiving. So really all he has to do is collect the eggs, and if the water and the feeders are empty, fill those up, but he probably will only have to do that one time. We're gonna be gone 4 days. And then check on the goats, make sure they have water and feed, give the sow and the gilt 1 scoop each, and then just check on the pigs on the top. But other than that, it should be pretty simple. This is a friend that we met through the county fair. Everything should be good to go. Hey guys, so we just got back from visiting family over Thanksgiving, and we are getting ready for the really cold temperatures. While we were gone, some of the water did freeze, but when we got here today to check on them, the waters for the pigs and the piglets, they were still able to get water out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and get their troughs ready, and I'll show you what we're doing for those, and that's what we're gonna water them out of for the whole winter. We just took down our T-post waters, and now we're gonna put in these trough waters, and we put it just underneath the electric wire so they're not as likely to tip it. Now we have to fill it up, and thankfully right now we still have the IBCs hooked up, and we will just fill it up with that. What is it? There you go. You can get that all wet.
Can't get my foot on it, big pig.
They've had the nipple water all day, but of course, they have to come over here and drink this when we're trying to fill it up. Make it a little bit harder. Power of suggestion is pretty strong, huh?
Yep.
It's like if one of them thinks they're thirsty, then they all get thirsty. If one of them thinks they're hungry, they're all hungry.
They're bored.
Yeah.
There's something to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't spill it, all right?
Now we are getting ready to do the same thing for these pigs as we did for the big mama pigs.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I was gonna come out that easy.
Good job. So this one is put together different than the other one. The other one was on an olive tree, and this one is hooked up to the T-post. So he's got to disconnect it before we can use it to fill up the trough. So you got it taken apart from the T-post, And now he's removing the nipples.
Why this hose is shaped like this on the end?
Huh.
Doesn't have any flats on it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
That's weird.
Uh-huh. All right, and now we are using their existing IBC water to fill up the trough. And then we will scoot it up before it gets full. Scoot it up underneath the wire, and that helps them not to flip it and get into it. Right, pig? Right.
All right, well, we disconnected the white hose here and hooked up the 2-inch suction hose that we normally use to fill it, and it flows a lot faster. So getting it all set up. Pigs are happy.
All right, and now he's gonna move back the rebar so they have enough room to get to the water. We forgot the hammer over where the sow and gilt are. Go ahead, get you some water. They might not while we're hitting that.
No. No, I don't want.
They love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go back and turn it on. That's pretty loose though. All right, so this is hanging loose and we're not sure why. Oh, okay. We had taken out a rebar and forgot to take up the extra slack. All right, good. That's better. All right. Checking it out. Go on. Get your drink. You're the bravest one, aren't you? What valve? Yeah, it's off. She did it! Good job! Oh, now you can teach your friends. See, I figured out where to get water. Fresh, clean, yummy water. That's good. I like her. I think she's pretty and she's really friendly. They're back there playing. You gonna try it too? Get your drink. Show them. There you go. Good job. Oh, your snout was all dirty and you're getting the water all dirty. Well, the one definitely has it figured out. The second one tried. Now let's see if these will. That one did. Their face is all wet. And now he is going to bring the backhoe over and we're going to try to move this little hut into their paddock and then give them some straw since it's going to be so cold tonight. They usually do fine in the cold weather. They actually prefer it than to the hot, but it'll give them some nice windbreak and something to bed down in, which is nice. I gotta get the chains. Oh, okay, hopefully this works. Oh, I hope it doesn't just tear it all apart. Ah, there goes my roof. Tag on it. Ah. Well, that stinks. Alright, so we're just dragging it. And if nothing else, it'll be a good windbreak, even though the roof is damaged. Alright, so we got it in there. Woo, that was harder than we thought. It's facing the sun, the setting sun, so it should make it a little bit warmer in there for him. And I put the bale of hay in there, and I'm just gonna let them break it apart, because usually they have fun doing that. Some of them are eating it, but they enjoy playing with it. So I'm just gonna let them do that. They are really checking out this shelter. It probably smells like the pigs that were in there previously. They're like, oh look, a new toy to chew on. They're playing. I love it. This one right here is a really good looking pig. She's really friendly. I really like her a lot. If we were to keep one of them to breed, it would be her. Because she lets us touch her and handle her, and she's just friendly. Look at her playing. It's like a new toy. Yeah, they're just playing and checking it all out. No, I'm letting them do it. They're enjoying it. They'll do it. You ready to go do our next project? Okay, I'm coming. Enjoy, piggies. Bye. After playing a little bit, now they come down here and they're all drinking. Yay, all 5 of them. We just got one more that's down there coming. Good job. So we are getting this big tank ready for our winter watering. It's better to use this than it is the IBC tanks because we can keep this one from freezing. However, we're not for sure that we can keep the IBC tank from freezing. So Nick is cleaning it out. I didn't wear the right boots to clean it out. So he is scrubbing it out, and then we are going to move it down that way. And then that way we can water both the piglets that are here, and also we're going to try to move the sow and the gilt over on this side of the farm somewhere. So we're going to use the big water tank to water our pigs, our big pigs, and our piglets. And also, we are not for sure what we're going to be doing with our egg layers. If we still have our egg layers, of course we can water them as well. But we're thinking about processing them and selling them as stew hens because they have decreased their egg production so greatly. But we got to make some decisions on that. We moved it from down there, and he's pushing it up to here, so it's at a higher elevation.
It's leaking like crazy.
It is leaking? Oh, brother. All right, so we have the IBC hooked up, and we are filling this up. There's a little bit of leaves in there, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's mainly just stains. We got it scrubbed pretty good, so, and then we'll probably have to go get one more tank after this. Okay, so we do not need to go get another tank because this looks pretty good. Are we gonna hook anything else up tonight? No? Okay. So the goat paddock did pretty good. They didn't get out, so that's the biggest thing. And apparently he removed some of the ice for us because we can see it right there. The water jugs that we had are probably gonna freeze tonight, so we went ahead and put them in the truck and we'll bring them back tomorrow. But they did pretty good while we were gone. Good job, goaties. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Binky. All right, we just got to turn this back on. We left it on for a little, or left it off for a little bit. Where? Aw. Can y'all see it? Aw. That came over to visit the pigs. Hi, dear. All right, bye, Tilly. Bye, Millie. We'll see you girls tomorrow. You be good. See if it's red-green. Look how pretty the sunset is. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? I love that. All the pigs are watching them. Yeah, you're right, they are. It's just deer. Don't worry, they're nice. So these girls were laying like 10 eggs before we left, 10 eggs a day. And then when we got back, the guy that was watching for us, we gave him the eggs that he collected. And he said he got almost 7 dozen. You guys were holding out on us, weren't you? You must have liked Ray. But we're gonna go ahead and empty out these water hoses because if we don't, they will freeze. Okay, so this is what I've heard. If they have a light colored comb, like that white chicken right there, then that means they are less likely to be laying. But if they have a bright comb, like this one, and that one right beside it, both of them, then they are the ones that are laying. So some of them are still really bright, but they're just not laying that many. I think, I tried to take a picture and count them on the way home from our trip, and I think we have about 59 left, I think. But it's hard to tell because they're always moving. Okay, so that's it for today. I think they are pretty good and set for the cold weather. So we get 20 tonight, and then it's gonna be pretty cold the rest of the week. So we will keep you posted on how they're doing. All right, see you guys.